Are we ready? Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? I'm Brooklyn,
And I'm Jessica.
and this is Unqualified and Oversharing. Welcome to the pod.
Very first episode. I'm excited. I'm nervous though at the
No,
same
literally,
time.
we've been sitting here 30 minutes staring at ourselves. But
It's been interesting, and then we just decided to hit record. We said
so
it's time.
here we are. Basically, we just decided one random day that we wanted to start a podcast. So we went on Amazon, ordered this equipment that you can see here. Took us an hour to set it up, and here we are.
Here we are.
So, Jessica, would you like to tell the guests a little about yourself?
Okay. Obviously my name's Jessica. I'm 19, but I'm gonna be 20 in about 2.5 weeks. So that's pretty exciting. I'm a college student going for nursing. About to start my second year of like real nursing classes, third year of college. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Just a big old sigh.
Yeah,
So,
basically.
go ahead, Brooklyn.
I'm Brooklyn, obviously. I'm 20. I'll be 21 in 6 months, 7 months. So counting down for that. I'm also in college, if you couldn't guess, also in nursing, also starting my second year of nursing, third year of school. Um, Clearly we do everything together, but
Of course.
yeah, that's basically all there is to us.
Yeah.
Our lives are nursing school.
I mean, when you're in nursing school, though, that's all that your
Yeah.
life can be. Either you're focused on nursing school and that's your life, or you're not doing good in nursing
No,
school.
you ain't getting those A's for
No,
sure.
you're not. No, you're not. So,
We also hit the gym.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
about our only other personality trait.
that's our one hobby.
Yep.
Is the gym. It's a
What's
good
your
hobby.
hobby? The gym.
The gym. We hit the gym.
And studying, if that counts as a hobby.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
So that's us in a nutshell.
Very interesting couple of girls
Yeah,
here.
very entertaining.
Mhm.
So yeah.
That's all we have. and cut. And that's the whole
And
video.
Thanks for joining. See you next time.
See you next time. That's it.
Um,
That's the whole pod.
So we're just kind of winging it.
Yeah, because we want this whole thing to be like raw, unedited, like, cause that's who we are. You don't want to sit here and watch anything like super edited and super not natural.
We're just real.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's what we're just going into this. No script, no nothing.
No, we're just yapping.
We're just yapping, and that's like the whole point.
Yeah.
The whole point is for you to sit here and listen or watch us yap about what? We don't know.
Anything and everything.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Lots of topics. But fun fact, me and Jessica haven't even been friends for an entire year. August is our 1-year friendiversary.
I can't wait. I'm very excited.
So a year ago today we weren't friends, which is crazy to think about.
No.
Because we're literally together every week.
And we're roommates. I don't know if you said that. I didn't say that.
No.
So we're roommates. We lived together last year and we're living together again this year. But I remember last summer I was like, I don't know, like, should I text Brooklyn? I need to know like what's going on with our apartment because I didn't know any of them. And then here we are.
Which is crazy. A lot can change in a year, guys.
Yeah. Now we're doing a podcast.
No, literally.
But literally less than a year ago we were not talking
speaking
ever. But now we talk every day. She's currently moved in basically for a few days. So if that says anything.
Because we had anatomy together? Anatomy lab?
No, we weren't in the same lab. I wasn't in the lab because I didn't know you like at all. We had intro together, but we sat on opposite sides of someone, so we didn't like converse that much. We had that class together. We had regular anatomy, but we didn't sit together. We started sitting together second semester of freshman year, and then, but we didn't sit next to each other. So we weren't like talking. We were just in the same group.
Because we just had like mutuals.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we were like, oh, hey, do you want to be friends?
Yeah.
No.
It was just like.
And then we started walking
They're
together every morning.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
What
because
was
we
that
would.
too? Was that to
That
intro?
was the intro.
Oh
Every
yeah.
like Tuesday, Thursday, we would walk together. Because at 8 a.m., well, like 7:30, bright and early, I was late every morning.
I
Every
do
morning,
recall.
she would be waiting in the vestibule of our like dorm building
Yeah.
with our mutual friend, and then I would come running down at least 5 minutes late every time.
Every single day.
I It was bad. We were supposed to meet at like 7:40. I'd be down there at
Yeah.
7:45
But
every
we really
time.
didn't exchange many words.
No.
Like I think I'd be like, Jessica, your outfit's cute occasionally.
Yeah.
And then we'd just walk to
And then we'd
class.
walk. Like we wouldn't talk. We wouldn't do anything. We went we weren't friends. Like
Mm-mm.
we kind of just knew of each other. But we went to the dining hall once together. But was that
Do you remember? And then that was the eclipse freshman year
yeah,
because I texted you
you did. That was
because
the first
I
time we
wanted to
ever
see
hung
the
out.
eclipse, the crazy eclipse that like we're never gonna see again or
Mhm.
whatever. Our school's doing this big thing, like handing out glasses. And I was like, I want to go, but I had no friends because my roommate had dropped out and both my suite mates had dropped out or moved. So I was by myself. I had the
Crazy.
entire room to myself, lonely. But I texted Jessica and I was like, hey, girl, are
Hey.
you attending the eclipse? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, can I join?
Mhm.
You were like, yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
Perfect. It was it was a little awkward
Yeah.
cuz we had never hung out. So we were texting on Snapchat
Yeah.
because we didn't have each other's numbers yet. So we were texting on Snapchat, like, okay, meet us outside of our building. And then we like walked over there.
I was so nervous. I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm so scared.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I was on the phone with my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm scared. She was like, You're fine. You need to make friends.
You
And I
could
was
be
like,
scared of me
Okay.
though, like,
No, I wasn't scared of you. I was just scared because it was new people.
yeah, and we were going to a very populated area.
Yeah.
Everybody was on campus.
Yeah.
Everybody. Luckily we got a bench though.
Yeah.
That was nice. Well,
But then once we got there, it was fine
yeah, it was just like kind of the first meetup. We were like,
without the mutual friend.
yeah, the mutual friend was not there. She was at work. So it was really just us and then my friend. You guys weren't friends,
Mm-mm.
but it was like my like closest friend at the time. So it was just like kind of us and then she
No,
was
literally,
there
I was like
too.
third wheeling. I was like, Can I join you guys? Can I join the besties?
Yeah, of course. And then that was in like March. And then the whole apartment thing started. Or was that beforehand? Were we already planning on living together at that time?
I cannot remember. I
I
have
don't
no
remember either.
memory.
I think we signed up for apartments pretty late, but I do think it was before.
Because you couldn't decide, right?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Because me and our mutual friend we had found Jackie, right?
No. Jackie,
It was just me and our mutual.
yeah, it was you, the mutual, and then you were gonna move in to some two random people. Because our mutual friend originally wanted to live, she wanted to like do a full arrangement, like four
Oh yeah,
people.
the full
Yeah,
selection.
the full selection. But I couldn't decide because my closest friend at the time, she didn't know if she was gonna live on campus yet because she was this like interesting dynamic where she goes to school somewhere else, but she lives on campus at the school that we go to, which is what she was gonna do. So we were waiting for her to like find out if she was gonna live on campus, but we didn't know. So I was waiting for her because I wanted to live with her, and then I was like, I literally can't wait anymore.
Yeah.
My anxiety was eating me up inside because I was like, I'm not gonna get an apartment. What am I can't live in a dorm. I can't live in a dorm again. I can't live at home. Like, love home, but
Right.
I'm not gonna drive. I don't drive on highways. So I'm not gonna drive 45 minutes to class every day and then home. Like, I can't do that. So you guys had, you guys were in an
Yeah.
apartment.
And I remember I texted our mutual multiple times and I was like, Hey, did you ever hear anything from Jessica? And she was
Mm-hmm.
like, No. And I
Yeah.
was like, Okay, great. Awesome.
Yeah. You never texted me about the apartment though. You just like would
Mm-mm.
text her because we weren't friends
Yeah.
again. So you guys got an apartment together alone. There was nobody else in the apartment, and then I was like, "Hey, mutual friend, can I move in? Would you guys mind?" And then I ended up literally signing up seconds after I asked because I was freaking out. So then we were all three in an apartment, and then someone random moved in, right? Or did we not have another roommate yet?
I can't remember, but I know me and our mutual friend, we need to give her like a code name.
our mutual friend.
Our mutual friend's annoying.
Do you have anything off the top of your head?
Should we just do like another name? That's not her name.
Maybe. What name? What's like one that just like slides off the tongue? Easy.
Ashley.
Okay, Ashley.
So me and Ashley had befriended Jackie.
Yeah, you guys went to the gym
which is
together.
a real name. Jackie is now also our roommate as well.
Yeah.
But we started going to the gym, me, Ashley, and Jackie, and then Jackie had applied to be an RA. And then it was like halfway through summer. Jackie like got her thing, wasn't it?
No.
And then invited us in.
It wasn't halfway through summer because we were still on campus.
Were we?
I think it was just like the end of school. It was probably like 2 weeks to finals or something. She pulled us in.
And did she text us separate or was it a group chat?
No, I never got a text from Jackie.
I think it was me, Ashley, and Jackie.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I never got a text. I was just like, I would just talk to Ashley.
Did you and Ashley, or I mean, did you and Jackie know each other?
No, I didn't know anything about Jackie.
That's what I thought.
I didn't know a single thing about her. All I knew was that her name was Jackie. I literally thought she was a nursing student for the longest time because she was in our anatomy class and she would pop over every once in a while, but I literally knew nothing about her. So I didn't get any texts from her. Ashley was like Ashley was like, hey, my friend she was like, my friend Jackie, which you know from like class, is an RA and she's asking for us to move in. And I was like, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I don't think I can do it because going through my head, I was like, I don't know her. Also, what if she gets a renovated apartment and then I have to pay an extra like $2,000 a year, which I was not up for at the time.
Right.
And so I was like, I don't know. And then I was kind of like having discourse. I was like with Ashley. I was like, I don't care anymore. And I was like, I'm doing it. So I signed up to switch apartments with you guys, and then she came with me because obviously, like, she's not gonna stay in that apartment alone. I wouldn't. So then we were all in an apartment together, and then we never talked about it until summertime.
I was gonna say I don't think there was like a single discussion over summer, was there?
There was like a few texts every once in a while, but we never like consistently conversed at all. So
we just really like showed up and hoped for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I did early move-in.
Yeah, you did do early move-in.
So I was there, what, a week?
No, I think it was only like 3 or 4 days. Yeah.
I was there like 3 or 4 days before her and Ashley. So then it was just me and Jackie. And I remember me and Jackie sitting on the couch watching Dance Moms, and we were like, so how do you think things are gonna go? And I was like, we don't really know, Jessica. And she was like, yeah. And then we were both kind of like, I don't think we're gonna have a problem with Jessica, but I wouldn't be surprised if things go downhill with Ashley.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, because we didn't know you and we knew her.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Like,
that's so interesting though that you knew that like we weren't gonna have any issues. You were just like, we're not gonna have issues with Jessica. But the person we do know, we're probably gonna have.
Yeah, the one we were actually friends with.
It's so crazy.
Because we were like, Jessica's sweet. She's not gonna cause any issues. Like, we figured you were clean and organized. Like, you just look clean and organized.
Thanks. That's
and
so
then
sweet.
We were just like, I'm kind of worried about Ashley and her situation and like how things are gonna go all together. And
yeah. And you were right.
I was.
You guys were right. We did have some issues with Ashley. So.
But literally the night we moved in, or the night they moved in, was that the first night that me and you ended up on the couch together?
Yeah.
We just ended up statement. Like cuddling on the couch, like sitting up, and then we said snug as a rug and a bug. And we milked that forever. We thought it was the funniest thing on the planet.
We sure did. We put it on like a letter board. If you guys know what a letter board is, we put it on there first night. Never took it off. Nope. And usually like you change the letter board like weekly, monthly, seasonally. No. That thing was on there from start to end. Never removed it.
And so then it just kind of started like, obviously we had our nursing classes together,
Mhm.
and so we walked to class together the first day.
Yeah.
And then we also knew we had lab together.
Yeah. Because I signed up for my lab, and I was like, I texted her because at this point, like, I didn't really know anybody in the nursing program yet because I didn't know who made it in.
Yeah.
Because this was like, we were doing our prereqs and we were going to see who actually like made it into the program. So I
And
texted
Ashley
Brooklyn.
didn't.
No, Ashley didn't. Which I think is part of the reason why we kind of separated because she was still trying to like get into the program and we were already in it.
Yeah.
So it was hard to like still be as close as we were before, I guess. Well, me and her specifically, because we weren't in the same classes. The original year, we were in the same class and we did everything together. But that year we didn't. So anyways, I signed up for my lab. I texted you and I was like, "Hey, what lab are you in?" I look at her thing and it's like
Like brother, what is it called? Sister campus? Is
yes,
that a
it's the
thing?
sister campus. It's like another regional campus of what school we
And we
go
go to
to.
the main campus.
Yeah, so I'm like, "Hey girl, this is 9:30 a.m.
Yeah.
probably, maybe 10. Hey girl, like you're actually signed up for the regional campus of our school. You should probably change that." She doesn't respond until like 9:30 at night.
I
And
saw that text and I was like, "Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm screwed. Like there's going to be no spots left in lab."
mm-mm.
And by chance, Jessica's had another spot, so
Yeah.
I signed up for that and then I was like, "Oh my god, girl. We're
Thank
together
you.
now, by the way."
So then we ended up in the same lab, and I think that that's really what like solidified our like how close we got so
Yeah.
fast because
We were just
we were doing
like,
everything together.
yeah.
We had every single class together. We even had lab together.
So then it was like automatically we just kind of studied together because why
Yeah,
wouldn't you? We're in the same house.
exactly. The same
Same
house,
house,
our
same
apartment.
apartment. So we would just like sit out in the living room and do schoolwork and homework all day.
Mhm.
Um, and then like her and Ashley's mutual friend, she came over more often in the beginning. And then
Mhm.
once things kind of
Went downhill with
separated and
Ashley.
burned,
Burned.
so Ashley is a very interesting topic. Um, we're no longer friends with Ashley. Let's
Yeah.
just put that out there. So we moved in August, and by September, things were bad.
Yeah, things were bad. We didn't last a month.
No.
We did not last a month with Ashley. It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was like mentally draining.
It was exhausting.
It was so sad.
Yeah.
Low key. It was
And
sad and angering.
yeah,
Literally
because
every emotion.
and I thought it was going to be a good year. Like I thought, I mean, I knew she didn't make it in the program, but we weren't like shutting her out. We were
No.
in the living room. You're welcome to join in the living room, obviously.
Yeah.
And
It's the living
out of
room, as they
nowhere,
call
it just Ashley just turned in to I don't even know what and created this ongoing competition with me for everything. Literally, she asked me to go somewhere with her and I went. You know, I was like, why not? We were pretty not, we were never super close, but we were closer. So I was like, whatever. And in the car she hits me with I just think we're going to be like best friends because we're the two bitches. And I just kind of took a minute and I was like, I get that a lot. I have RBF,
it.
whatever. And I'm just like agreeing with her. And then it just went downhill. Out of nowhere, just everything I said, she had to one up. Like,
Mhm.
we were playing a game and it was like, whoever got their period first. And I was like, oh, I think I got mine at like 13. And she was like, well, I got mine at 12.
I ain't get
And
better.
like, I have ADHD diagnosed, I'm on medication. And then suddenly she had ADHD.
And I know she didn't have ADHD, or at least like she didn't, because she never once talked about it the whole time we were friends
Right.
before then. Like that was the very first time she ever brought it up. So it's like it's just
Right.
it raises a little bit of a flag. It's
Right.
like why did you bring this up now? Is it because it's definitely because
Right.
she brought it up. Like that
And
has
it
to be
was
the only
just
reason.
like every single thing I said. It did not matter what it was.
Mm-mm.
Like, I was like, oh, I think I got my nose pierced at 14. Well, I got mine done at 13. This isn't a competition.
Mm-mm.
And there's one instance that just really stands out to me. And it was a few days in, and I felt like I could like open up to them. And I had struggled with eating a lot like the previous semester because I had no friends. A girl was lonely. And so I was talking about it and I was like, I've struggled with eating, blah, blah, blah. And then she turned it around and was like, yeah, like I have a really bad eating disorder. And then decided to not eat after that to prove a point, to try and prove that she had an eating
Yeah.
disorder. This isn't a competition. That's not a flex.
Mm-mm.
And it's not like it was a cry for help. Been there, done that. You don't just do it because someone else is like, hey, I want to talk to you guys about this. Like, I'm just trying to watch myself. Like, we're becoming friends. Like, if you notice something changing in me, like, please say something. And then out of nowhere, she's like, I can't finish one slice of pizza.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, she would take as much food as she could possibly fit on her plate as well, and then not eat it.
Like, just to prove a point that she didn't eat it.
And it was
like you're just wasting, first of all.
yeah, it was irritating to me personally because I was the one that was cooking most
I
of
don't
the
know how to
time.
cook.
Little fun fact about Brooklyn: she actually can't cook and she doesn't like vegetables.
What can I say?
Just a little fun fact about her. So, I was like cooking dinner a lot at the
Yeah.
beginning. I was cooking frequently. So, when I would put all this effort in to make meals for everybody and she would sit there and not eat it after she was like gonna eat it, I was like, "Oh, okay, but I know that you would eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know you can eat it."
And then she had this boyfriend. Wasn't her boyfriend,
She
but was her boyfriend.
refused to say that he was her boyfriend, but
And then things just were kind of interesting with him. We would all have dinner together at the beginning, like every single night. It
mm-hmm.
was just a routine. We would sit down on the floor, eat, and just like talk. And then it started to be like where she was like, well, my man's on his break right now, so like I'm gonna go to my room.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, so one, you're excluding yourself. Let's just keep that in mind. We never uninvited you to anything. You chose your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is just never a good thing.
mm-mm.
I feel like you should always choose your friends over your
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend, but I mean, what do I know? Chronically single over here,
Me
so.
too. And it was just a lot. And she did a few things that were very questionable when Jackie's boyfriend was around, like very crossing a line.
Mm-hmm.
It was just kind of extreme. Like it wasn't just like Jackie noticed it, everyone noticed it. And then her and Jackie's boyfriend like hated each other.
Yeah. Literally after the first time Jackie's boyfriend came over, he was like, I don't really mess with her. And at this point, we were like,
We were like,
why?
ew, what's your problem?
Like, what's your problem? Because we liked her. We we were like all for being friends with
Yeah,
her at that point because nothing we didn't have any issues. And
right.
he was like, I don't mess with her. And we were like, oh, man, okay.
But yeah, she did some really questionable things with Jackie's boyfriend, which was just disrespectful, first of all,
Mm-hmm.
and gross, second of all. And then things just kind of continued to go downhill. She would just like disappear for hours and like not tell us where she was going, which was fine. But we all had each other on Live 360, so we could see.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then she would, I don't even know. She had people over to our apartment when we weren't there. And they ended up having COVID.
That was crazy.
And
That was crazy. I forgot about that.
yeah, and we like had no idea.
No.
Um, and then one time Jessica made us dinner. It was just me and Ashley there. You made us quesadillas.
Yeah.
And Ashley was like, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go talk to my boyfriend. And
But
she went to her car.
yeah, which is raises a red flag in our
Right.
head because we're like, oh, so when have you ever done that? This is the first time she's ever done that.
Right.
She always just takes his calls in her room. So we were like, something's up. Like she's talking bad about us right now.
Oh, for sure.
Like she's talking mad shit.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm in the middle of cooking, probably gonna be done in like 5 minutes. So I'm like, oh, bye. Okay.
She was like, I'll be right back.
Dinner will be ready soon. Like, okay. Um, 20 minutes go by, if not longer.
Probably longer.
Probably 30. We've sat down. We waited a little bit
Yeah.
though. We did. We were like, oh, we should wait for
Like,
her.
she'll be back in a second.
we
I'm
wanted...
like looking out the peephole at the door. I'm like, I don't see
I
her.
don't see her. Because we were like, we want to eat together. Like, that's what we were doing at the time. So we were so down. We were like, we should wait for her. We wait like 5 minutes, maybe longer. She never came back in at that point. So we're like, okay, we're gonna
Like, I'm
eat.
hungry. It's gonna get cold.
Because like quesadillas get cold
Yeah.
fast. So we ate, and she comes in probably 5 minutes after we finish eating, and she's like, okay, and I'm like,
There's your
quesadillas are
food.
ready. They've been ready for damn near 10 minutes, if not longer, probably 15. And then she sits there, eats two bite, maybe one bite. Like, did she even finish the whole thing? I don't know.
I don't think so.
She probably ate 3 bites of this quesadilla, and I'm full.
And I said, okay, and I ate it.
And I was like, you could have just told me not to
Right.
make it. Like, I asked her if she wanted it. This was right after we went to the store together. All 3 of us went to the store to get stuff to make quesadillas. And she was like, can I come? And we were like, yeah, I'll be.
And it was like kind of getting awkward at that point because she was distancing herself. And obviously things were just kind of going downhill because it just seemed like anytime me and her were in the same room, there was just a lot of tension because of what she was doing and creating the constant competition. And I was just fed up. Like, I stopped speaking to her. I was like, I'm grown. I'm not going to act like we're in high school. We're not going to do this. So I just won't talk to you.
But it wasn't like you were giving her the silent treatment. Right. It was like you wouldn't go out of your way to converse with her.
Right.
That's what you were doing at first.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to include her. You were giving it your all. We all were, to like make sure she felt included because we didn't want her to feel excluded. Because that's what she was feeling. So we were like, oh, okay, we'll put some more effort into it because we don't want her to feel that way. But then she just kept feeling excluded when we were trying our best. And we were like, okay, we're not going to go out of our way to make her feel more included when she's not going to put in the same effort for us, because that's just not how a friendship works.
Right. Like, so I would just say like, hi, bye, you know.
If she came in and talked to you, you would talk right back.
But most of the time she didn't. So, no. But yeah, and then she didn't eat that quesadilla, and we were just like, well, and then things just continued to go downhill, and it came to my attention that Ashley was talking about us, a lot about me, to another mutual friend. And so that was kind of in my mind too. Like, I knew she had issues with me, obviously. And she just said that I was rude. My fault. Which was funny because I wasn't. I just didn't do this competition that she wanted me to do. And it wasn't like we ever argued, which was funny. We never got in like screaming matches. We never got in like fights. It was just silence, really, and tension. But then like one random Wednesday, she would come out on the couch and we'd have like a great conversation.
Yeah.
And then it would just go back to how it was, just nothing. Crickets. And so it was just like incident after incident after incident. And I was like kind of talking to Jessica and Jackie, and I'm like, I don't really know what to do at this point. Like, I can hardly stand to be in this apartment anymore around her because it's just like the tension was palpable.
It was so bad.
It was awful. Like, and it's not like we fought, so it's not like we couldn't be in the same room. It was just, you could feel that tension from a mile away.
Like, immediately when one of them walked into the room where the other one was, it was like,
oh,
I know they've connected.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
And one night, someone had posted on the school story and was just asking for someone to talk to. You know, it's a college story. Lots of people saw it. Jackie responded and was like, hey, I'm here if you need to talk. And the person replied and was like, hey, thanks for reaching out. I think I'm just going to get some sleep. So Ashley decides to just like blow it out of proportion. And she's like, I think I'm going to call the police. And I was like, I don't think that's a really good idea. Like, one, you don't know this person. You have no idea where they live. Just because they posted on the story doesn't mean they're on campus. You can't just like give the police a first and last name and be like, well, like, blah, 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 they need someone to talk to. And they're not just going to find them like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even like they were posting like, I'm going to, myself. It was just like, I need someone to talk to. I'm going through a lot. And so I'm just like, I don't really think you should. Like, one, it could make it worse depending on their living situation. And she just caught an attitude back with me. And so I just had enough. And I was like, call the fucking cops then.
You didn't say fucking.
I just said call the
You
cops
just said
then.
call the cops then.
I said call the cops then, with a bit of an attitude, a bit of a tone, because I was fed up. She just was like appalled. She had a dog, by the way. Yeah,
Just that's it.
loved
She
the
had a
dog,
dog.
but it was just a mess too. The dog is like over by me and Jessica. She comes over, snatches the dog up, and well, first she screams at him. He doesn't come to her.
Mm-mm.
And then she stomps over there, snatches him up, goes in a room and slams the door. And then I was just like, whatever. And then I don't even know, was that the night that Jackie went in there and talked to her, or was that a separate occasion?
I don't know because after that you went to your room too.
Yeah.
You went to your room, and I think that was it. I don't know if that was a separate occasion when Jackie went in there to talk to her, but there was a point in time where Jackie went in there to talk to her because she was locked in her room, and Jackie was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit." What did she
She was
say?
crying and she
Yeah,
was like, I'm just feeling left out.
yeah. And so Jackie like comforts her, and then Jackie comes out and she talks to us, and she's like, "Hey guys, just to let you know, like she's feeling left out,
Try and be
so try
nicer.
to be nicer." And we're like,
Oh, that just really set something off in me. And I was like, are you serious?
maybe that's when you went to your room.
I did. I went in my room and slammed the door
Maybe that's
because
it.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, I literally looked at Jackie and I was like, be nicer? You're telling me to be nicer? She feels left out. Well, maybe she should join us. And Jackie was like, shh, like she's really upset. And I was like, I don't care. I don't. I'm fed up. All of our lives were miserable at this point.
And it's literally only been it's been less than a month.
And
It's
I
been a
was
few
like,
weeks.
I'm like telling my mom, like, Mom, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm so sick of it. I don't want to be here. Like, I cannot stand to be in the same room with her. And obviously, she was like at the apartment less. She would lock herself in her room more. And so it was just to the point where, like, we were never a group, but we had invited her many times. We were like, do you want to all go get dinner tonight? And she'd be like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm going to go to my boyfriend's. Or, like, my boyfriend's going to come over and we're going to go get takeout. And we'd be like, okay, we tried. That's all we could do.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, we're skipping a lot that happened because there was just so much. Like, it would take us forever to talk about it all.
Yeah.
But just know it was just mentally draining.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she was going through a lot mentally. I totally get that. Been there. But like that doesn't give you a right to be a bad person.
And like if you are going through something mentally, you should want us to be there for you because we wanted to be there for her, but she would exclude herself, and then it would make us feel like awkward and tense, and we were like, well, what do we do? At that point we were just fed up with the exclusion that she was putting on herself and then blaming us.
Right.
So we were like, we're fed up. We don't want to console her because we don't know what to do at this
Yeah.
point. So we're like, we're over it.
There was nothing else to do. So, one day we asked her to go out with us. She said no and said she was going to go to a job interview, whatever. She went home, which was an hour and a half away.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh, that's weird, whatever. Um, and then the next day, me, Jackie, and Jessica went out to eat. And we're just talking about the whole situation. And I was like, I think I'm going to reach out and be like, hey, do you want to sit down and have a mature adult conversation about this? Because no one wants to continue living like this. And we aren't even a month into the school year.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to do this for 8 more months. And so I did. I texted the group chat and I was like, hey, Ashley, obviously things are pretty tense. And I just think it would be a good idea if we all sat down like mature adults. We are in college, like the
Yeah.
mature adults we should be. Sit down and have a conversation about it and just try and work it out so that we can have an enjoyable life.
Because we wanted to so bad.
Yeah,
We were ready.
trying everything.
We wanted her there. We wanted to fix things because we wanted a fun apartment experience. We
Yeah.
were ready, but she didn't want that. So she ends up not responding to the text. That was a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
We both go home.
Yeah.
You go home. I go home because I work on the weekends. So I go to work on Saturday. She goes home. You come back Sunday morning. I'm still at work.
I had to catch the Browns game.
Yeah, of course. So she comes back Sunday so that she can watch the Browns. And then Sunday, I'm still at work. She waltzes into the apartment and just starts moving out, just taking all of her stuff. She doesn't tell anybody anything. Nobody talks. She comes in with her mom, my closest friend at the time, who was also her closest friend at the time, and her boyfriend, and they just move out. I'm not there. Brooklyn is there. Jackie's there too.
I was in my room. Jackie was
Yeah.
on the couch. And Jackie's just kind of watching it on. I'm like, Jackie's texting me and she's like, I'm pretty sure she's moving out. And I was like, what? Are you serious? And she was like, yeah, she just walked up to me and was like, hey, do you want the balcony furniture? If not, we're just going to throw it away.
Yeah.
And packed all her stuff in like an hour.
Yeah. At that point, Brooklyn texts me and she's like, hey, like, Ashley's moving out. Like, Ashley's moving out. I didn't respond at first because I'm at work. And then you text me on messages and she's like, and you're like, okay, this is serious. Like,
I said
Ashley,
SOS in
like,
all
like
capitals.
Ashley's moving out. And I'm like, oh my God. I immediately start crying. My shift is like just ended. I'm walking in my car sobbing because I'm like, what the heck? So then I call her. I called her like twice. I can't even lie. I called her twice and I'm like, well, she doesn't pick up. And then I texted her this long paragraph and I was like, please don't go. Like, please wait for me to get there. I want to be able to talk to you. I want to convince you to not go. And she left before I got there. She left before I even left my house to
Yeah.
go there.
She stepped out of that door, ripped her name tag off the door, and left the Life 360 circle within 3 minutes.
And then she was gone. We never saw her again.
I think you and Jackie reached out to her sooner, and then
I did. I reached out like literally right after.
yeah, and then it was just kind of weird. Like that Monday, we just kind of sat there and like debriefed about it, and we were like, what? Like, where did it all go wrong?
Yeah, we had no clue what
Like,
happened.
what happened? And I felt bad because I felt like I knew it wasn't my fault. Obviously, she started it, but it was just like, I don't know, it was a lot. She said I was rude, whatever. I didn't really care, but I still felt bad because she was one of our best friends and like I did truly love and care for her. And it just like, and it was so funny because right before we moved in, me, Ashley, and Jackie had went to the dining hall together. And us three, we were having a conversation about how healthy our friendship was. And we were like, we just love that this is like, we don't try and compete with each other, we celebrate each other's wins. And then something just completely switched with Ashley. Literally, she turned into freaking the competition
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
I talked to my mom about it, and we both think that it was her boyfriend. Like, not meaning to do that. I
Right.
think it was just like them being together turned her into that.
And her boyfriend was something else too. Like he did some interesting things.
Yeah.
Um, I don't even know if I can say this. I don't really care. Um, I remember I asked her to ask him to not say the N word around us because I didn't want to hear it. He's white. That's all that needs to be said. But so yeah, we like talked about it. We were friends. We are friends with this girl named Marley. We met her through class, and we just sat with her because we had seen her multiple times, and we were like getting closer to her with her. She came over like twice, 3 times maybe. So she kind of knew Ashley, and we literally rolled up to class and we were like, "Girl, you won't believe this. Ashley moved out." And she was like, "What?"
She was like, no shot.
She was like, "You're lying." And I was like, "No, I'm serious." And she was like, "I know you guys were saying it was bad, but I didn't think it was that bad."
We didn't think it was that bad either.
No.
Never did I think she was gonna move out.
And so I did reach out to her. It was a few weeks later because I was like, I feel like I should say something. Like, I don't want to have any like guilt in the back of my head that I never said anything or like never closed our friendship or whatever. So I just reached out and I was like, hey, if I hurt your feelings in any way, I'm sorry. Like, it's very unfortunate that this had to happen. And like, I wish you the best in life no matter what, blah, blah, blah. I never got a response. She read it like 3 months later. And then she's called Jackie a few times.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah. Out of everybody.
And like asked me and Ashley shared a bathroom. And was asking Jackie if something of hers was in the bathroom, and I was like, she could have reached out to me, which she never did. So I now have unadded her on everything because it was just, there's no point. I don't really want to see what's going on in her life because I don't care and she's not a part of mine. Um, and she wasn't benefiting me in any way, actually, at all, this year at least.
Yeah.
So
So that closed that chapter.
and then I feel like after that, you and your guys' mutual just
Yeah, we kind of slowly started to be less close because at first we were super close. We were best friends. And just that kind of fight with Ashley kind of it didn't like it didn't drive a wedge between us. It just kind of slowed us down. We didn't see each other nearly as often. It was awkward sometimes because a lot of the topics would be about Ashley, and I was like, I was heartbroken when she moved out. Heartbroken. Like I remember crying into my mom's arms. Like so, I didn't really want to talk about her at this point in time. So we just kind of stopped seeing each other. And I'm really bad at keeping friends. If I'm gonna be so honest, it's probably my biggest flaw. Cannot I cannot reach out to people if we don't see each other and don't text like frequently. We might as well not be friends anymore. And that's my biggest issue to this day, and I know it, and I literally don't know what to do about
at
it.
least you know it.
I mean, but I need to
Self-aware
fix it.
queen.
I need to
Yeah.
fix it, but I literally can't. So we just kind of like drifted. It makes me really sad to think about how,
And she came over to the apartment like twice, but
yeah, she did. And then I went over to her place a few times. So we just kind of like drifted more and more as time went on.
it was just kind of awkward. Like I wasn't super close with her.
Yeah.
I like we were just friends, but I'm the type of person that is very blunt. Like if I have something to say, I'm going to say it. I don't
Yeah.
really care what it's about. And so if Ashley was ever brought up, I would just say whatever I felt like saying. And obviously that was kind of awkward for the other mutual friend because they were still friends.
They're still friends to this day.
Yeah,
They're best friends.
which is
They're really close.
good for them. Um, but so yeah, that's basically the story of our
Ashley.
first month,
Yeah,
first month of school.
literally moved out. We moved in like the 28th. No, that's late. 22nd,
Something like
22nd or
that.
23rd, and she was gone like September 15th. We didn't even make it a full month, and it was a lot. That was literally just the first month,
Yeah.
and then it was just us three, me, Brooklyn, and Jackie in that apartment, and we were like, gosh, I hope nobody gets put in
Yeah,
here.
we were
Like
so scared.
we
And
had
then
gone through trauma. We're trauma bonded at
yeah,
this point. Like we just
and Jackie had volleyball and RA stuff, so a lot of times it was just me and Jessica.
yeah.
And then second semester, we Marley had a falling out with her roommate, which will come back in a later episode. That will be a story for
that
another
was
time.
interesting.
And so basically we just like on a limb, we were like, Marley, do you want to move in? And she was like, yeah. And at first I really did not think she was gonna do it.
Mm-mm.
I did not think she was gonna go through with it.
I
I
didn't
thought it
think
was
so
just
either.
like, yeah, sure,
Yeah, like
why
that's
not?
fun. I'll do it.
And then she got her keys and moved in.
And it was like serious.
Yeah, and we were like, oh my god, we're getting a roommate. Oh my god.
We were so excited, and it was like a fresh new start because she moved in during Christmas break, and then the new semester started. It was a new year. We had four people in our apartment
Yeah.
again, and it was a lot more fun.
It was a lot more enjoyable.
Because I mean, Jackie and Marley are both busy gals.
With
like
boyfriends.
yeah, they both have boyfriends. We're chronically single,
Mhm.
as we've stated. So they're busy. Like, because Marley has like a job at like a hospital. Jackie's an RA and has a boyfriend. Marley has a boyfriend. Like, they had things to do. And see, our things to do were studying.
We would sit on that couch for 10 straight hours studying.
Yeah. And it worked, but so we would sit there and just hours on end we were together talking, watching movies,
Trauma dumping.
trauma dumping, like
Going to get slushies.
Yeah, so we were doing everything together, going to class, going to lab. We had our first clinical in the spring semester after Marley moved in, and we drove together. And we were the only ones in our like clinical that carpooled.
Yeah.
So we would drive together. Like we were attached to the hip. I mean, we still are.
Yeah.
Can't even lie.
We were
She's
going to
here.
like baseball games. Life just got more enjoyable.
Yeah. I don't know if the sun came out and so did we.
No, literally.
Like we were just
Seasonal
excited to be
depression was
outside.
just like. But so now this year, our junior year, it's actually going to be Jackie's senior year. It's actually our last year, all four of us living together.
Yeah.
Jackie and Marley decided to join us again. The girls.
They said they're not that crazy.
Yeah.
We'll live with them one more year.
But this is Jackie's last year in school, and then Marley plans to move in with her boyfriend. So
this is it. Like this
Yeah.
is our last hurrah, and all three of them, but not me, are turning 21. So that's gonna be exciting for them. I will be sitting back and studying. I'll drive.
I'll be studying too during the week.
Of course. Of course. But so it's gonna be an exciting year. I'm
Yeah.
excited. It's gonna be interesting. I think we're all going to have different things going on. Marley changed her major. Little fun fact about her. So, because she was a nursing major
Yeah.
at the time,
Which is how we met her.
yeah. So, and then she just kind of like realized that wasn't what she was wanting to do. So she was like, and we were like,
do it, girl.
Her, as you should. Like, if you don't want it, don't do it. You want to do something that you actually want.
Right.
So she is on a different path now. So it's going to be interesting to see how we all interact.
And it just is like, I feel like this is the year, like we're getting to the age in the year in college where it's like, we are all like starting to create our own paths and like figure out what we actually want from life and like want to do, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like we're getting into the super serious classes in nursing school. Like we start med surg and mental health in the fall. We've got 2 clinicals back to back.
8-hour clinicals. Last semester we only had a 4-hour one, and these are like all day. We're talking, what is it, 6:30 to 3 and 7:30 to 3:30.
So it's
all day. It's a long time.
I feel like junior year is just a serious year.
Yeah, you got to actually start thinking about like where you want to work,
life.
What do you want to do? Where do you want to live?
Yeah.
What does the future look like? You can't really just be like college. Like it's a whole different.
Like it's like you're an adult when you turn 18.
You're not
but
a real adult.
You're not like figuring out your life. You're just, you're just not able to buy a lottery ticket, and that's all you can do. And so we're just like all getting to the age where we got to figure it out. Like
it's so scary. And it's scary. That's so scary.
It's just weird growing up. Like
I hate it. Why can't we just like repeat sophomore year over and over and over?
Or just like keep me at 21 for 10 years and then resume. But obviously life
goes
doesn't work that way.
Yeah. So now we're here. We've literally been friends for less than a year, and we're doing a podcast. And that's the story of our friendship. Yeah. That's our background.
And now if you see me, you see Jessica.
Yeah. We're attached at the hip. If you looked at my Instagram, it's literally just me in Brooklyn. Every once in a while you'll see someone else. But like
it's just
we gonna do.
I don't know. We just like we have the same goals. And we like both are driven and determined to reach those goals. So, we're not like running the streets because we got to get that degree.
Oh yeah. That's the whole point. That's what college is for that degree. I'm ready for that degree. BSN.
But we have lots of fun stories to share, I feel. A lot of interesting things have happened.
Yeah.
We really just yapped about Ashley for a long time.
We did. We talked about her for Probably 35
Yeah.
minutes. That's what we're gonna name this podcast episode. It's actually just not the intro. It's
Ashley.
How We Survived Ashley.
And that's not even her name. But we were gonna talk about like our childhoods and how we grew up different, but we're already 50 minutes in.
Yeah. We gotta wrap this up.
So
type thing.
Yeah, that's basically us. We just yap, and once we get on a tangent, we're gonna yap about it.
We're on the tangent. Like,
yeah,
you can't remove us because we're
no.
just gonna keep going, both of us. We're just gonna egg each other on and then talk about
and
it
we'll,
as long as possible.
We'll remember more things that happen, and we're like, oh wait,
that.
I didn't talk about that.
Go back 2 months. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna talk about the same thing for an hour. And there's no, hope you like it.
Yeah.
I hope you like that, because that's what this podcast is about to be.
Just us yapping, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we could be interesting sometimes.
I think so. And I don't know. I feel like we are interesting. Maybe we have soothing voices too. Maybe people pop this on a long car ride and maybe they enjoy it. Maybe they fall asleep.
To it.
Don't fall asleep on the road.
No.
Hey, let's pull over.
But thanks for watching.
Yeah. Hopefully we pull out some more podcast episodes soon.
Yeah. Hopefully, we held the mics okay.
Yeah, if the audio's bad,
I'm still posting it because 51 minutes. You're crazy.
You're crazy if we sat here for an hour and literally no audio. We were about to start and I was like, what if the audio's messed up? What if it doesn't work? And we're like, well, that would be a waste. So we haven't decided how often we're gonna post. We don't know. It really depends on how busy we get during the school year. Because here soon we're gonna move into our apartment and we're gonna have a different background,
different setup.
This isn't gonna be what you're gonna see. So
probably gonna be a lot less aesthetic.
It's gonna be a big blue couch.
Yeah.
And fairy lights probably.
Yeah. I don't know. It could be cute. We'll figure it out.
We'll see. We don't know.
We also haven't came up with an outro yet.
No.
We're still brainstorming. We just kind of did this on a limb.
Literally, it was raining today. We were gonna go shopping. It started raining, and we were like, "So, podcast equipment.
Yeah.
You want a podcast?"
So we whipped it out, put it together,
and here we are. We just recorded our first episode,
and it has a cute little soundboard with like sound effects. So
once we become more pros and we actually like get into it, we'll add some sound effects, and it'll be a fun time. Sorry if we just yapped for too long in this one. But that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
You're here for yapping. You're here.
Follow, subscribe. Stay tuned for very interesting stories and
topics. We're single too, so like there's gonna be some interesting dating stories, some interesting Tinder stories.
Some things we shouldn't say, which is why oversharing is in the name.
Exactly. I mean,
we're pretty good at that.
We shouldn't always talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it because that's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
The truth,
You don't want.
We're gonna keep it
anything sugar coated. No TMI here.
Mm-mm.
No TMI here.
Tell me immediately.
Okay.
Well,
so
we'll see you guys on the next one.
Okay, that's it. Bye.